Welcome to Shorty SuperCoach and welcome to Shorty's Same Game Multi. Been doing a couple of these of late. Hopefully you've been following along. I'm getting this one out just before the teams. I've also had a look at Gold Coast and Western Bulldogs tonight, and we had some good results over the weekend. You can check my previous videos where I sort of delve into a little bit deeper on how many of those have got up and what I'm sort of about in terms of that. Me and Watto will be taking a look at the Friday night game as well. And if you're a SuperCoach fanatic, then don't get me wrong, I'll be doing plenty of SuperCoach too. Weekend preview coming up, all the same good stuff coming your way there. But I wanted to take a look at Adelaide and Essendon. I try to not do too many of these same game multis each week. Sometimes it's nice to just kick back and watch the footy for what it is. And look, to be honest, SuperCoach does my head in enough without having money involved. And I tend to put down $10 each multi. I do 2 multis per game. And, I don't do many games at all per week. So bet within your means. Always want to stress that. But the reason I liked Adelaide and Essendon is I just feel as if there's a couple of good values or value options that can boost you up a little bit here. And the difference with, I did the Dogs and Gold Coast before, but when I did that video, we'd be on different odds because I did it before the teams, and now you'd be doing it if you wanted to get on board with the teams, and the odds have fluctuated. So I want to get this out before the teams drop for these matches. And then if you like the look of it, again, I'm not sure how the odds would fluctuate, and potentially there's an unexpected out, but what's the worst can happen? I get a bet voided and I get my money back. I earned a bonus bet because Warple was one touch off completing our second multi on Sunday. So I used a bonus bet on one of these bets and $10 of my own money to give you an idea of it. But so at least now, hopefully these odds are exactly the same as what you're looking at in front of you if you want to get on board, because we would have done it in a pretty similar time frame. So I've got 2 multis for the Bombers and Crows, and I'll walk you through that now. Now for the first one, we've only got 4 legs, and for the most part, they're pretty safe, and then there's a little juicy one in there for you. So Zach Merritt to get 15 at $1.08. Then I've got Matt Crouch at 15. Now I'll show you why I put that in. Just bumps it up a touch. We'll leave that off. So $1.08. And then I've got 2 of the riskier types. I suppose one multi is a bit safer than the other. I've got Devon Smith at $1.45. That puts it up to $1.72. And then I've got Ben Keys to get 15. So Smith was just to get 15 as well. $2, that gets me up to $3.60. Now, if you've watched a few of these, I try to get the odds anywhere from $3 to $4. There, if you have 2 multis in that range, if one gets up, you still get anywhere from $12 to $16, $18. And they're generally somewhat conservative. So I've found it's pretty rare to not at least get one. And, you might only win $9, $12, $14, but it's nice to win. It's just nice to get a winner. I'd prefer to get a winner than go crazy on the odds and be like, oh, again, I missed by a leg, or I missed by 2 touches here, there. But I reckon Benny Keys, as they say, I reckon the market has missed him so far. He played pure mid last week inside in the absence of Rory Sloane, and the Crows are giving opportunity to these sorts of guys. I reckon at $2, and I'll put him in with Devon Smith, who I also think is, touch and go. He's been there and abouts the 15 touches basically every week. And then, as I said, odds are $3.60 there. And Matt Crouch I put in, and it just ups it a touch. I mean, it doesn't up it by much, but, it just helps. So I think that would bring me up to $3.75, I think it was. I think that's right. Let me just double check my actual bets. Devon Smith. That's my difference. I thought it gave me juicier odds. So I had Matt Crouch to get 20. I was wondering why. Yeah, wondering why I had that there. So where are we? Let's go back into that. take Matty Boy off the 15 and put him onto the 20. There, that's more like $4.50 odds. That's more like what I'm talking about. That's what I'm about. So $4.50, 4 legs, and it really relies on Ben Keys to get involved, to get 15 touches. Devon Smith, 15 touches. I think Zach Merritt, you can ride at home. He'll get 15. And Crouch, Matt, super good chance to get 20. But that one's probably a slightly riskier, just because I like to steer away from guys like Ben Keys, where, I mean, there's a reason he's those odds. He's inconsistent. He's young. Has an undefined position. He might come out and start in a half-forward flank and get 9 touches. But I saw him at 2, and I watched him play last week, and I thought, I've got to get involved in that. Now, my other one, I've got a couple of blokes to get 20 touches. Brad Crouch, he got 15 last week, but every other game he's been 20 plus. What I found with these markets too is they seem to be very reactionary to the last week. Like, I know I was having a look at an Adelaide market last week, and to get Brad Crouch over 20, I think it was like $1.10, because he got it every week. All of a sudden, one week he's slightly off. Now you can get nearly $1.30. I mean, that's a big difference for one average game. He's still a very good chance to get 20, in my opinion. And I really thought Zach Merritt to get 20 at $1.50 represented really good value. Already, you've got those odds up to double your money sort of stuff. You got $2.05 there. And Merritt, I think he's got it all bar 2 times. I think he's got 17 and 18 in the other 2 occasions. So I reckon it's just worth having a go there. And then, so I'm at $2.05. Then I just sort of, boosted up a bit. Darcy Parish for $15, $1.22. Andy McGrath, really reliable. He's getting plenty of centre bounce time, $1.05. That puts me up to 3. And, I sort of thought, well, I'm thereabouts what I would like. And I thought, well, Matt Crouch, he's going to get, surely he'll just get an easy 15. So I just threw him in there. Obviously, if he gets injured, then that'll be egg on my face, because I probably ruined a leg or ruined a multi on one pointless leg. But I just wanted to up it, and I think that it gets me to $3.10, and I power played it, and that would have brought me up to like $3.30, I think. So they are my multis. I should probably put screenshots at the end of the video, I'd say, A, to prove that I'm doing it, and B, it probably just makes it easier for you guys to visually see. So I might do that in a minute. But yeah, hopefully we can have a couple of wins. And normally what I do, if I have any luck on the Thursday and Friday, then I might have a dabble more over the weekend. But if I bomb out, if Gold Coast and Dogs, if neither of those multis get up, I'm probably out. I've put that one on. I'll put one on with Watto for Friday night, but I'm not going to try and catch up or chase those losses, because, like I said, SuperCoach gives you enough grief sometimes, and your own footy fortunes, watching Geelong, you don't want to have too much coin involved as well if you've already got your passions involved. But I really think Merritt, Crouch, both Crouches, I think they're all good chances to go 20 plus. And I do think that Ben Keys is a good chance to get 15. And otherwise, they're just small odds in around those dudes. I think they're the key pillars. If we can get the Crouch boys racking them up, as they love to do, and Merritt to have a real good game, I think we should be pretty good. And always take a look at who's tagging. Like, I was looking at Carlton North Melbourne, and straight away I went, no thanks. Where's Luke McDonald going to go? I don't know. GWS games, I try to stay away from them. Obviously, me and Watto are watching the footy together on the Friday, so we just wanted to do that. But I'll certainly be taking note. I think probably would be going fairly conservative with Dusty Martin. I mean, I might go 15, but I'd also think twice, because De Boer's going to go straight to him. So we'll just see. But always try and figure out, changes in the team. Is there? I'll look at the centre bounce attendances. You can see that on the AFL website. Go to the Fantasy Hub, and you can see centre bounce attendances for the previous week. Go to Footy Wire, hit games. You can see all their games. what possession counts they've had. You guys know where to get your stats and all what, taggers, of course, what could go wrong. But I like to steer clear of the head-to-head and the points over market, and he needs to kick a goal, because you just find yourself doing your head in. You're like, Jesus, I need this side to win, but they're 3 goals down, and I've got the under market, so I need 40 more points for them to win, but I've only got 50 in the bank for my unders. And all of a sudden you're like, Jesus Christ, how is this going to get up without me getting a diploma in maths? I'm losing my mind here. So I like to just keep it disposals. At least if you're feeling out of it halfway through the third, there's that little bit of hope that you go, oh, no, he could get 9 in the last quarter and a bit. There's a chance. It's a chance. Where I sometimes feel like points markets and win markets, you can sometimes know your fate very early on, and a multi can be cooked in the first quarter and a bit. Same can be said with goal scorers too. Guys playing a different role or floating up towards the midfield instead of forward pocket, you go, oh, it's not going to happen. So at least I feel like the disposals market, it's easier viewing. It makes it more enjoyable to watch, and you always feel like you're a chance. But fingers crossed for no early injuries, because I've had that bugging me over in a couple. That's what cooked us in the North Melbourne-Richmond game. So anyway, we'll see how we go. All the best. I hope you get on board and can follow that ride with me. If you don't want to, that's also fine. You don't have to follow how much I put down. If you just want to put a $5, that's fine. If you choose what you can spend, but gamble responsibly, as they say in the classics. And I'll see you soon for some SuperCoach chat. Cheers.